neighbors say about who was living in the home. Peace talks canceled for now. Breaking at noon why the meeting between the U.S. and Iran to end the war are off the table. Looking live at Harrisburg's Riverfront Park ahead of a Juneteenth Jubilee this afternoon. We're live with a preview of the event and other celebrations across the Susquehanna Valley on this federal holiday.
WGAL News 8 starts with breaking news.
The back of a house destroyed in a fire just as the new owners were about to move in. Welcome to News 8 at noon. I'm Susan Shapiro. The fire happened this morning in Ephrata, Lancaster County. News 8's Gabrielle Thomas is live at the home.
Good afternoon, Susan. Well, this home behind me here on Don Avenue went into flames shortly after 8 o'clock this morning. You can see how extensive the damage is from one side of the home to the other side here on the back. There was also damage on the roof. But if you take a look at your screen, mainly the exterior is on the back side. Multiple windows as well are damaged. But the neighbor who first reported this fire says the timing couldn't be worse for the family set to call this house a home.
They were going to move in this weekend, and they get the call, that their house is on fire. Of course, they're devastated, and we feel really bad for them.
Now, we are working to learn more details about how this fire got started here in Ephrata Borough. At the moment, I'm not sure if you can see here, but firefighters are inside the home investigating just to kind of see what happened or what led up to the fire here. We'll keep you updated on air and online as we receive more details. Reporting live here in Ephrata Borough, I'm Gabrielle Thomas, WGAL News 8.
Also breaking at noon, the American push for a high-stakes talks with Iran has hit a snag. Iranian officials did not travel to Switzerland as planned for the talks and are insisting that fighting in Lebanon must stop first. Vice President J.D. Vance was preparing to meet with Iranian counterparts this weekend at a Swiss mountain resort before his trip was abruptly postponed. It is a nice day on this Juneteenth here in the Susquehanna Valley as we look live from our Skycam network. Meteorologist Ethan Houston joins me now with more on the forecast. Ethan.
Yeah, nice combination, Susan, of average warmth with below average humidity. Temperatures now up into the mid to upper 70s. We're at 77 in Lancaster, Harrisburg, and also in Reading, 75 if you're joining us from Carlisle. But the dew points, very low, back down into the lower 50s. Again, this is usually what we have going into mid to late September, not mid-June. All is quiet on live Local 8 radar. We are tracking some isolated showers up towards Erie, so we may just need to keep our eye on those. I do believe most, if not all, of the valley will stay dry through the afternoon. Highs will top off in the lower 80s, and skies will become mostly clear as we get closer to sunset and past sunset. Now, our next big impact, that's the widespread rain that's coming in on Monday, and it's going to mostly be beneficial, but we could also see some thunderstorms in the mix with that rain through the day Monday. We'll talk about that more in the 10-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you, Ethan. The York County Special Operations Team, along with others, helped rescue an injured person last night in a wooded area with steep cliffs and limited access. Emergency teams spoke to the man over the phone and then eventually found him along a creek, partially in the water. After 2 hours, firefighters, EMS, along with state police, treated and then carried the man over a mile through the woods. A medevac helicopter took him to the hospital. News 8's Marcy Walsh will have more on the rescue later tonight on News 8. The York Revolution plays tonight against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs after forfeiting last night's game. A team official says they canceled the Pride Night game after fewer than 9 players of the 28-man roster were willing to wear uniforms featuring a rainbow design on the sleeves. The Pride Night event went on as scheduled. The team organization criticized its own players for refusing to celebrate the LGBTQ community, and then it donated $10,000 to the Rainbow Rose Center in York. Tonight's game, promoted as a Juneteenth celebration, begins at 6:30. The strategy in Luigi Mangioni's murder case has changed again. Defense attorneys say they will not continue with a psychiatric defense they had planned to use at trial. The 28-year-old Mangione is accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Defense attorneys had indicated earlier this week they plan to argue that Mangione was suffering from extreme emotional disturbance at the time of the shooting in December 2024 in New York City. That could have reduced a potential murder conviction to manslaughter. Mangione has pled not guilty to state and federal charges. His state murder trial is scheduled to begin in September, with a federal trial set for October. A mosquito in Conestoga Township, York County's area, has tested positive for West Nile virus. York County is one of 8 counties in the state that have now reported infected insects. But as you can see on the map, it's the only county here in the Susquehanna Valley with a positive report, and no positive cases have been confirmed in humans in Pennsylvania. Health leaders in Arizona recently confirmed a death from West Nile virus in Maricopa County, where 17 cases in humans have been reported. And that is the first known death from the virus in the U.S. so far this year. The public library system in Lancaster County is collecting signatures for a tax initiative it hopes to get on the ballot in November. News 8's Cameron Lobley has more on how it would provide additional funding.
If passed, this new referendum would create a new 0.55 mill tax. That means that taxpayers would see roughly another $55 to property tax bills for every $100,000 of assessed value. Now, I spoke with one of the people that's helping lead the Vote Yes for Libraries campaign. The group says that maintaining and gaining support for the initiative largely comes down to educating people about where that money is going. They say what's collected from the new tax will be put toward a variety of library funding efforts like maintaining infrastructure and investing in new degreed librarians. Group leadership says that those efforts have been a challenge for several years now, saying the current way local libraries are funded is outdated, in some cases by several decades.
I do think that there is confusion both about how libraries are organized and operated in all of Pennsylvania, which then comes down to Lancaster County. And that's part of one of the things that we need to overcome. We need to help educate the public of how are we actually funded, how are we actually organized, and how do we work together.
Now, Vote Yes for Libraries will work to get some more support for this initiative over the weekend. Lancaster Public Library says that they plan on setting up a table for the campaign during their annual Big Book Sale. Cameron Lobley, WGAL News 8.